So why do I do these videos? I do these videos because what I teach here, I believe wholeheartedly is the correct understanding and the correct perspective of the book of Revelation. It's not about future events, and I lived in that camp. I've read 100 books on futurism and why people believe that. And that's just not true. That's not what the book of Revelation is about. And this channel, I am trying to teach the truth and alleviate the fear that I also one time felt in futurism. That is just not the correct understanding. And when you start to see this book through the correct perspective of the revealing of Jesus, of the revelation of Jesus Christ, of the meaning of the word apocalypse, unveiling what? Unveiling Jesus. And you start to understand this book from other scripture interpretation, mostly from the Old Testament, and you stop seeing it from this doomsday futuristic perspective where you pick and choose which one is literal, which one is not. New Jerusalem, literal, huge golden cube, not seeing the relationship to the Holy of Holies, to the bride. It's as a bride adorned for her husband. In Ephesians 2, the church founded on the 12 foundations of the apostles. Look at the New Jerusalem in Revelation 21 and 22. Look at the foundations with the names of the 12 apostles. Look at the high walls and the gates that Isaiah prophesied, gates of praise and walls of salvation. Start to look at the Bible to understand the book of Revelation, because that's where the true understanding comes from, and see it as the revealing of all of the spiritual things. When Jesus died on the cross and he said, "It is finished," it was finished. Many things happened as a result of that. And you read about this in, guess what? The revelation of Jesus Christ. But that's why I have this channel. That's why I wrote the book, because in my heart, I just want to get that truth out there and get people to understand it. And why I have it, I spent a lot of years studying, but I can't take credit and study alone. But I do want to get it out here that I do believe this 100%, and I believe the book will bless you. It is on eschatology, so it is a little bit of a deeper book, but I did write it so that a lay person, a general Christian, not somebody, you don't have to be a theologian to understand the book. So I encourage you to get the book, just to try to understand Revelation, see what you think, compare it to your knowledge of futurism, which I know much about, and historicism, and the full and partial preterism. I mean, read the book, and it will bless you, especially if you're a futurist. I get a lot of negative comments here. It comes with the territory, okay? And I'm in good company with that if you look at the Bible. So I'll live with that. But yes, I get a lot of some trolls out there, some people that just are negative towards anything, will tell me I need to study more and understand more. And most of the time, I could probably tell them more of what futurism is and why it's interpreted that way incorrectly than they can tell me why. It's just the latest thing they've heard on TV or on a book series. And I don't claim anything special as far as who I am. I'm just here to get the truth out. And again, I encourage you to read the book, subscribe to the channel. I'll be producing more videos. I'm going to have some short courses. I'm even going to have some courses on things like futurism so that you can understand why people turn Revelation and interpret Revelation in that way, and what they use to try to support their argument, how they interpret the beast, how they interpret the New Jerusalem, the Whore of Babylon in Revelation 17 and 18, the scarlet beast. You know, there's a lot of symbolism, of course, in Revelation. And you have to interpret that symbolism correctly through the right perspective and through other parts of the Bible, because in my book, it's all Bible, interpreting Bible. And you will see that. God bless you.